Hello everybody. I'm here today to discuss a highly relevant piece of a commentary from Harrison Chase of Langchain, titled Not Another Workflow Builder, which offers some fascinating insights into the current state of AI system development. This blog post was written in response to the launch of their visual workflow builder, which they called Agent Kit. This launch generated quite a bit of discussion online and frankly some backlash, as people expected something different. A piece of the context here is that Langchain had received requests for visual workflow builders from day zero, but never pursued it, instead choosing to let others like Langflow, Flowwise, and NAN to build on top of Langchain. Chase's commentary therefore serves as a powerful defense of Langchain's strategic decision to focus elsewhere. The main motivation is to allow non-technical users to build agents. There are two primary reasons this is needed. Many companies are constrained in terms of engineering talent. Crucially, non-technical users are often the ones who possess the domain knowledge. They know what agents to build and what tasks they should perform. While enabling non-technical users is the primary goal, Chase notes that sometimes those tools are also used by technical users to quickly prototype agents that will later be ported into code. I agree that this is a common scenario, and no-code workflow builders seem like the perfect solution when there are technical barriers or when the users want to speed up development. This discussion often gets confused by terminology. The developer community generally defines an LLM agent as a system that runs tools in a loop to achieve a goal. There are key trade-offs in control versus independence. Workflow gives you more predictability at the expense of autonomy. They often involve complicated structures like branching logic, parallel edges, and many different paths, represented in a graph. And agents give you more autonomy at the expense of predictability. An agent's complicated logic is abstracted away into natural language within the prompt, making its overall structure simple, even if the prompt itself is complex. It's important to know that OpenAI's Agent Kit are explicitly defined as visual workflow builders, not agent builders. Ultimately, whether you use workflows or agents, the goal is to create LLM-powered systems that deliver reliably good results. Two key problems with the visual workflow builders. One, they are not genuinely low barrier to entry. Despite being designed for a mass audience, the average non-technical user still finds them difficult to use. You still have to learn the specific software and its conventions. Second, complex tasks quickly become too complicated to manage. Once a workflow passes a certain, often rapidly reached level of complexity, the visual environment turns into a confusing mess of nodes and edges that is difficult to manage and understand. So when these complicated diagrams are shared, it becomes incredibly difficult for others to parse them. Based on those difficulties, Harrison presents the core thesis. No-code workflow builders are getting squeezed from both directions. So for low complexity use case, simple agents are becoming reliably good enough to solve problems. Harrison asserts that building simple agents in a no-code way is easier than building a workflow in a no-code way. As the LLM improve, the ceiling for problem that these simple agents can solve will get higher. Crucially, the interface for creating, modifying, and teaching these agents are also improving, making the no-code agent solution stronger. I agree that high complexity tasks are not realistically solvable by non-technical builders, and historically, going straight to code had a high barrier to entry. However, as models get better at code generation, the cost of generating code approaches zero. The decision to go to the code becomes easier, allowing more builders to handle those complex solutions. So overall, Harrison argues that no-code workflow builders is holding an awkward position because the trend favors the two poles. He kindly acknowledged that many companies like NAN, Landflow have done a fantastic job demonstrating LLM-powered workflow builders and have found product market fit by solving real problems today and empowering non-technical users. However, the world doesn't need another workflow builder. The true interesting problems moving forward are: 1. How to make it easier to create reliably good agents in a no-code way. 2. How to improve code generation models for writing LLM-powered workflows and agents. I generally agree with this analysis, although I'm biased as a coder. I have often defaulted back to writing code after trying no-code workflow builders. That said, I do think workflow builders can still be highly useful for quick internal use case within enterprise setting. Thank you. What do you think? What's your thought on this comment?